Warning, I'm just having fun with old cars. I hope you get some tips and a good laugh from watching, but don't do what I do on your projects. What is up, everybody? I'm back. I don't know why, but I'm feeling very active for my intros today. Uh, if you don't understand that statement, go watch my last video. You'll see. Uh, Currently, hips and knees pain for both. It's fine. It is what it is. So, if you did watch, oh crap. Hang on. If you did watch the last video, I rebuilt the pump for the transmission, and that was actually this morning. And I took a little lunch break, ran to the Walmart to get some supplies, and I think the goal for this afternoon, we're gonna try and put the junk back in its home. Yeah, it's not gonna be probably super exciting, but I'm going to, I don't know, I'll just bring you along. I do have some changes I'd like to make. Hold on. I'm not gonna get it out right now. Can you see in there is a carburetor? I think I'm gonna try to freshen that one up and switch to that one. The carburetor I had on it is better, but it's a 750, and I just don't think I have enough motor for it. And I could jet it down and all that stuff, but that one in there is a 650, and it was on it. I think it's a 650. It was on it before, and I was fighting some ignition problems with the distributor that led me to changing a bunch of parts, one of which being the carburetor that I don't think I really needed to. So, yeah, we got a bunch of miscellaneous little improvements to do along the way. If you, stupid son, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I made up this little plastic cover as well as these. I was able to anyway, I was able to design and 3D print those to help keep stuff out of the motor while it's being stored. Unfortunately, I finished that up yesterday, and now I'm putting it back in the truck. So it's a little late, but they're pretty cool to have. I feel like they would be cool to sell. Like I probably would have bought them if I could have found them cheap. But to be honest, I also didn't really look once I got the 3D printer. Once my wife got a 3D printer. It's a long story. I bought her a Christmas gift. It's partially for me. Okay. But yeah, so maybe, I don't know. If any of you are interested in stuff like that, let me know. Shoot me a message or something. I can maybe draw stuff up for you, or if you want to buy a set of those, I feel like they'd be kind of nice to have if you have a bunch of motors sitting around. They're relatively inexpensive to make, so they wouldn't be crazy expensive. If you have zero interest at all, also let me know that, and I won't talk about it anymore. But basically, I mean, you guys kind of saw, if you saw my last video, you saw that we kind of got that all put back together. So I'm gonna quit running my mouth and honestly probably put you guys on a time lapse, and see if I can swing the motor back in this thing. It's not super exciting. I know that. Oh God, this freaking sun is killing me. Uh, so I'll just probably stop and check in maybe some of the improvements I'm making, trying to make. Yeah, so I'm gonna get to work. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so it'd be nice to put all this together today and not have to worry about it because I go back to work. Also, oh, and it might snow next week, so that's fun. You guys just hang out and relax, and I'm going to get some work done. Hang out. Okay, well, I gotta be honest. It's been a little while. I've just kind of been plugging away on stuff. Um, just rebolting everything I took apart. Um, Nothing too exciting. Um, I'm about to go under the truck and hook up the converter and the starter because I think that's the last two things I got. Those are the last things I got to do on the bottom, I think. I already got the bell housing all bolted up. Um, I've got the headers hooked up and whatever. It's all boring, honestly. I just put music in and was working. And it was kind of nice, if I'm being honest. So I came to. Uh, if you watched the video where I took the motor out, uh, or not, I probably forgot by now. Uh, I was. This is the bolt that was the torque converter bolt, um, and it was missing one actually. So that's great. Uh, I went out and bought. Well, I bought grade 8 hardware, but I couldn't find any short enough uh, to match these. And the style converter that's in this thing has blocks that are threaded for this to bolt into. A lot of them, especially the like smaller converters, will have you'll be able to just put a nut on it, which would there's pros and cons to that, right? Uh, Kind of depends on the situation, I guess. Uh, I've had both. Whatever it is, what it is. But uh, I have to shorten these bolts that I bought. So I basically all I did was I took washers. I'm not prepared. I did not. You would think I would have prepared some of this before but I just took washers and a nut, and I found a combination that is essentially exactly the length that I need. And then just take that combination. We're gonna put it on the bolt that's too long, and that will tell us exactly how much we gotta cut off, which is whatever's sticking out of there. Also, it does another thing. Having that nut on there, I can cut it, and when I turn that nut off, it's gonna clean the end of the threads and make it easier to start when I put it together. So I'm only gonna show you one, and then I will do the other ones, and then I will check in with you later. Okay, uh, I don't know if you guys can see, uh, but it's just getting worse out here, and yeah, it's like that was a piece of trash blowing across my driveway. So it's now raining like into the engine compartment. So I'm just gonna call it for today. Uh, it sucks. I wanted to start the truck today and move it. That was my goal, but uh, it'll wait till next week because I gotta go back to work tomorrow. So it's just the way it goes. I'll see you in the next clip, which will be a few seconds for you and a few days for me. So see you. What is up, everybody? That's two intros, one video. Come on. Uh, it's a couple days after the last clip, which nothing really happened in because the weather was terrible. Um, yeah, and today I got sent home from work because of this massive snowstorm we're having. Um, maybe you can. Yeah, yeah. Just so much snow we can't handle it here in Tennessee. So, yeah, they sent us home. But I did the only thing that makes sense to anyone. I came home. I started wrenching on the hot rod. So, I didn't bother filming any of it. I'm honestly probably not going to put any of the time-lapse stuff of me working on this thing in the video because honestly, bolting the motor in that's already been in is just boring. It's not exciting. Um, maybe you can, I don't know where you guys, I put the, back there, I put the brass line in for the oil pressure gauge, is what I was trying to say. That's kind of the only new thing. I cleaned up some of the wiring, even though you can't tell by what I just showed you. Got all the fluids put in it. Uh, you know, the stuff that you gotta do. So I'm gonna set you guys up real quick. I haven't tried to start it yet, so I'm gonna set you guys up, and we're gonna see if we get this thing to bust off. And I don't know, maybe if it does actually snow at some point today, we go maybe whip a couple donuts in this thing. Come on, let me set you up. I'm counting on you guys to let me know if anything catches fire or anything cool. What the hell? Okay, well, it seems very pissed. Well, I don't know what the hell's wrong with this thing. I don't know if my fuel pump has taken a crap or I don't know. But it's getting fuel to the back bowl, but not to the front. And I've taken it apart. I've checked the needle and seat. I checked the setting on the float. I don't know. It doesn't make sense because just a couple weeks ago, it worked fine. This might be my sign that I should have went ahead and put the other carburetor on it. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, it is snowing, and now I'm disappointed because I don't understand what's going on. But I think I'm gonna call it for today. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I may just, since I'm having an issue anyway, I may just clean up that other carburetor and swap them out. I don't know. I'll think about it while I sit inside and watch the snow and drink something warm. But now at least you guys have seen all of the seasons of Tennessee in one video, from rain and thunderstorms to nice weather to snow. It's all in a matter of a few days. So, what are you gonna do? I'll see you in the next clip where hopefully I'll have this figured out, and maybe we can go do a burnout in this thing or something. I hope. Otherwise, I don't know what I do all this for, right? See you. There we go. Now it's starting to sound like something. I did a bunch of stuff, but I'll tell you about it in a minute. Don't worry about it yet. Okay, well, we're on the maiden voyage since I had the motor out, and I got it back running again this morning, which I'll kind of go over that once we get back to the house. If we get back to the house. I'm not sure how it's going to come through on video, but this thing is way quieter. I guess, as it turns out, not having a bunch of holes in the firewall will do that. But yeah, so far everything seems to be pretty happy. No, it might still be leaking a little bit, but we'll know for sure here when we get back to the house. Also, the power steering is not hooked up because the bearing is completely blown out of the pump. But hey, it's running again. Also, the transmission is transmitting, so I guess I didn't completely screw that up, so that's good news. I'm gonna get this thing pulled back up to the house. I'll show you what I did. Okay, well, we made it back to the house from the test drive, so that's good news. I don't know if you guys, my carport is destroyed. I've been working on this thing for a couple hours today. I was having, you guys saw, let me find it. Oh, okay, shade. You guys saw like the quick clips of me trying to get it to start. I spent a long time trying to get it to start, and it was shooting fireballs, and I couldn't get fuel into the carburetor, and I don't know. It was unhappy, to say the least. So what I ended up doing, I went through today. The reason this is taken, I have like 4 days into making this video with weather, and when I woke up this morning, it was 5 degrees outside. So, and then I don't remember, yesterday, day before yesterday or something. You know, the last clips you saw, it was snowing outside. Um, so it's just, this video is taking way longer than it should have. Uh, but after digging around, the fuel lines, the rubber fuel lines that are on it were really, really bad. I got one over here. Um, oh, there's the freaking sun again. That, I mean, they're, to be fair, I'm pretty sure that crap had been on there since I put this together the first time, which would be 6-ish years ago, kind of. And it's, I mean, it is what it is. I don't know what the actual problem was. I think one of those was collapsed and like kinked. But I replaced all the rubber fuel line. I put a Vice Grip Garage Special, if you will, clear plastic fuel filter in it, so I could see if I was getting trash in it. Maybe that was my problem. I've had the carburetor apart a couple times, but also, yeah, power steering is junk, but it runs again. So the transmission is working. It still whines a little bit, so it may be a torque converter issue. Whatever. I'm gonna drive it. Well, actually, I gotta take it back apart again to fix the rust. But after that, I'm gonna drive it until something breaks, and then we'll fix it. But yeah, let's also, I'll show you real quick kind of what the engine bay looks like, the stuff I fixed. And yeah, we'll wrap this video up. Hang on. Okay, here's the grand tour of my junk. Here's the you know, Vice Grip Garage Special, if you will. All of this fuel line from here down to the pump, and then the line from the feed to the pump was the line that I showed you, which was junk. Yeah, I have the power steering just sitting off to the side for right now because I don't feel like dealing with that pump, and honestly I wish this thing had manual steering anyway. I got yeah, I got the firewall sealed up. I know that it looks like garbage, but I packed it full of silicone just because I want this thing as quiet as I can possibly get it on the inside. So that's about it. I put new vacuum line on it too, just in case, because, you know, why not? All this stuff's getting old. It does have a couple small exhaust leaks, which I expected because I reused those header gaskets, and I knew I shouldn't have, but I did anyway. So yeah, that pretty much wraps this deal up. It is back to, also, it might still have a little bit of an oil leak, but it looks like the rear main, it all looks sealed up better than it was. I don't have the leak where the oil pressure sending unit goes into the block anymore. So those are all good things. That's the biggest problems that I was upset about, because I was tired of it leaking oil everywhere. Let me see. That's about it. Other than that, it's the same junk it's been since the start of this deal. And it just runs again, even though it already was running before I took it apart. So I just want to do that because I did not want this thing sitting around dead anymore. I've got a couple days this week. So the next thing I'm going to do, unfortunately, I got to pull the hood and fenders off. And I'm going to put full rockers on both sides and fix the bottom of that one fender we found while we were sanding to paint it. I've already got the patch panels and everything for that, so we just gotta do it. So that's what's on the list for the next video. So I'm trying to keep this one short. I changed the way I edited it. Edited it. I changed it. Edited. I cut out a bunch of the like time lapse and work and tried to just do updates. If you like that better, it should create quite a bit shorter video than what I've been posting. So if you like that, give me a comment and let me know. If you don't like it and you want to see the work, also let me know about that. I don't know what you guys prefer. So I'm switching it up and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, check out all the links in the description. Case Corky Creations, and then the social media posts. I've been trying to post on there more. Just stuff going on around here that maybe isn't going to be in a video or is in a future video, or just stuff. There's stuff on there. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Thanks everybody who subscribes and likes and comments and all that stuff. I appreciate you. See you later. Appreciate you watching. Don't forget, like and subscribe. See you on the next one.